Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me every evening for news updates and chats with guest speakers. Thank you for your useful comments and suggestions. If you enjoy our videos, please press the bell icon and share. Please subscribe if you have not. It helps us to get the truth across. We have with us today Rabya Khanji from UK and Deepti Pinnati. Welcome, ladies.
Hello, Minaji. Hi, Rabya
Hello.
ji. How are
Hi,
you?
hi, Dipti. I'm fine, thank you, Siti.
Yeah.
And
Thank you so much for joining.
thank you,
Rabya
Meena ji,
ji,
to invite me again.
Rabya ji,
Thank
if
you.
I'm not wrong, you had your hearing today, I think, in the
Yeah,
CBI court, first
yeah,
hearing.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Perhaps we can
And
start with that. Yeah, we can start with that, Rabia ji. So if you could tell us
Uh,
something more about
you
it.
know,
Yeah,
what is happening today, Meena ji,
yeah.
was actually I am back to square one.
Oh,
I have to start all over again. And it was meant to be then what is meant to be today, what
yeah,
is happening today. And I know, what politics went and what pressures and what मैं कहती हूँ the injustice has been done more to Jiah and to us
yes,
than to anyone. We are suffering actually the injustice that is facing us daily.
yeah,
Yeah, we are not heard. I have been going pillar to post, from High Court to Supreme Court to Session
yeah,
Court, submitting evidences, submitting everything. And nobody, if you look at it, nobody's hearing me. The judge was saying that she's wanting judgment of my choice. No, I never asked for my choice. I said this has happened to my child, and these are the evidences. Please look at it and accordingly give the order. Then you know some lawyers they won't even speak, and then CBI did not show their will. I have to say,
okay,
CBI did not show their will. You understand? The case, the moment the case goes to CBI for investigation, it becomes CBI's case. This is a known fact.
yeah,
We come from UK. Although I'm Indian, and my mother land is India, but living abroad, I do not understand the judiciary system of India.
So this was done on video call?
No, no, my lawyers have attended it.
Yeah,
Today is
yeah,
just mostly it is admin, because it has moved to the special court, so the judge will be appointed, and all those documents that are there in the court will be submitted to CBI. So it will
yeah,
be that kind of a procedure.
yeah,
But then
Rab-
when the hearing starts, I will be starting all over again.
Rabya ji,
So
if please correct me if I'm wrong. What exactly happened today was that again they put forward Suraj and his lawyer. Again they put forward the argument that I mean against the plea of your law of CBI to
yeah,
further examine the evidences, to
yeah,
retrieve
yeah,
the BlackBerry
yeah,
data, and to send the dupatta again to the forensic laboratory in Chandigarh.
yes,
The plea which which CBI filed for that. Suraj Panchali is against that. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So
now tell
what
me
the judge,
when you're
why? I
not
will tell you.
guilty. Huh.
No, Rabia. So what happened today was that the judge, of course, these are tactics to delay things. The judge said that since he is hearing for the first time, he will be hearing fresh arguments from the both sides again and again. They have pushed the hearing to August 21st. This is what
Yeah,
happened, right?
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, now this is what I'm trying to say,
yeah,
that I will be starting all over again. It's a new judge.
Yes, exactly.
New judge has to listen to us. And recently, when the case went to CBI, Pancholis were very happy. They were very happy that you know, we know now it will move and justice will be given and
yeah,
whatever the comments were. Now, why are you opposing? In my 9 years of battle, Meenaji, there was obstacles and obstacles and obstacles.
yeah,
I am placing evidences. I am going to the court, and he has to say that she doesn't come to the court. She's not cooperating. She is, I am the accused. I was only 21-year-old. I was put in behind. Now,
Mm.
if you are 21-year-old and you are put behind bars, I have not done that. It is your
Yeah.
deeds that have taken you there.
Mm.
It is your actions that has taken. You should
Yeah.
be grateful to police who actually sabotaged the whole thing and favored you by not punishing you.
Yeah.
You see, it was a complete impunity by the government of Maharashtra and by the police. And now I want to see how CBI is going to function. I am also very, on a edge actually, because previous officers did not show any iota of interest. Aminaji, there was
Yeah.
no interest. Who stopped that interest?
Yeah.
Who pressurized that? So now it is so obvious. Now look at it. When CBI is not getting any evidences,
Yeah.
it was their duty to go to the court.
Yes.
These things should have been done 9 years ago,
Yes.
8 years ago. So and now they will be pushing, and CBI will be pushing. Now the thing is that at that time when I wrote to our dear Prime Minister Narendra Modi
Yeah.
ji, I
Yes.
said,
Yes.
I complained about it, that the accused and CBI is in the same boat,
Mm.
right? Accused and CBI were in the same boat. Then who is, and a prosecutor does not even want to know my name. So who is going to take ahead the prosecution? And who is going to give me judgment, justice, and who is going to hear me? There is
Yeah.
nobody. I wrote to leaders over here in England. I wrote to the American consulate. I have written to everyone. I've gone to their places. I've gone to their house, to their
Yeah.
offices, right? Not to Honorable Narendra Modi ji. I didn't meet him, but I could have, because I had few friends who had the access. I could have met him, but then again, what it is going to be, oh, the judiciary will take care of it.
Yeah.
Do you understand the point?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
today, I have still not given up, because I know I need to fight for my daughter. She is gone. She will not speak, but I am. She's inside me. So
Yeah.
I am her voice.
Yeah.
I am her voice. I have nothing against anybody. I am her voice and I want to speak the truth.
Yes. So, is it a fact that you did not get a very good feeler about today, what happened today?
No, 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 nothing like that.
Ah.
I knew
Ah. Ah.
already. I had spoken
Yeah.
to my lawyer. I knew
Yeah.
what will happen.
Mhm.
And so now I'm looking forward for next hearing,
Yeah. Yeah.
where actually my arguments will start.
Okay.
Where I will ask, my request is that CBI is asking only for two evidences
Yes.
to come out to the truth.
Yeah.
No, these
Ah.
evidences should have been taken earlier. But I am saying that the officers who are responsible, the post-mortem doctors who are responsible, the officials who are responsible in sabotaging or hiding the evidences, I need to. We need to bring them to be accountable. Why? On under whose pressure they are protecting the criminal?
Yeah.
You understand me? So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
this is when you are fully investigating, then you leave it to the judge, because
Mhm.
basically all the parties know the truth. Now the
Yes.
trial is of a judge.
Yes.
It is not my trial, his trial, anybody's trial. It is
Yeah.
actually the judges. What you are presenting now. So
Yeah.
the Honorable High Court had given me, Minaji, the
Yeah.
special uh, status that I can assist as a victim,
Yeah.
co-victim. I can assist the prosecution.
Yeah.
So my lawyer and myself, we will be there assisting.
Yeah.
Previously, the CBI prosecutor did not even want to know my name,
Yeah.
did not even say hello to me. So did
Yeah.
not even ask me, you know, if I have some other evidences or documents to show. There
Yeah.
has been objections from day one. Every
Yeah.
step there was an objection from authorities as well as from accused. Do you understand me? And the order, when CBI's charge sheet had clearly said that the breakup bouquet was concocted by the police, right? Then why order was given on breakup bouquet, to run the trial?
Yeah.
So I think what was supposed to happen 8 years ago is happened now.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I have everything in my memory is very fresh.
Yes.
Yeah, what in that state of shock as I was happening, who's saying what and all was, you know, to an extent, in what state you are,
Yes.
in what state you are. But whatever of that state even I know of, I am ready to speak out, and I will always stand by that truth.
Yeah. Strangely,
Yes.
Rabia ji, Suraj has been giving a lot of interviews to different media, trying to show that he's very positive about what's going to happen. So I'll just read a little bit, and then you can, take on from there. Okay. So he said recently in an interview. So he was talking to Bombay Times. So he said, "I'm a little satisfied with this because my case should have been in the special CBI court from the beginning. Now that the matter is in the CBI court, I'm hopeful that we will see a closure to it. If the court finds me guilty, I should be penalized. But if it doesn't, I deserve to be set free from these charges," he said. Talking about the last decade of his life, where he has been under scrutiny owing to this case, he said, "This period has been tough for me. I trust that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. It has been tough on me because the industry and everything around it works on perception, and the perception about me has not been what I would have liked it to be. It was ruined years ago. I don't know how I survived the last 8 years. My family's support has been through it all." The actor who was recently seen in the film Time to Dance says that all these years he was trying to stay positive. He said, "I've tried forgetting my this experience I've had through these years. My aim is to look ahead and move forward. My family is hopeful that the CBI court will at least expedite the case. Fasten up the case." Yeah.
Yeah, Meenaji.
This is,
First
yeah,
of all, this is already, this is a this is a fear factor.
yeah,
You understand me? A fear factor. Let me start with that. Secondly, they already have this paid media who
yes,
has completely boycotted me and now want to be. Who do I have? I have people like you who is hearing me and bringing me to this platform, right? This Bombay Times never called me, or Times of India never called me. They are completely, it's like a paid media who is for them
yes,
and by them and also selected by them, appointed by them, and their lives are running by them.
yeah,
So obviously, to them, he's got the courage to say all these things.
yeah,
Which criminal in this world, you tell me, Minaji, has ever admitted the
yeah,
truth?
yeah,
They want others to speak the truth.
yeah,
It is not his trial. He is he basically sitting on that throne which
yeah,
Bollywood icons have given him. All
yeah,
right. If in Bollywood you're a criminal, it's okay. You're a
yeah,
pornographer, it's okay.
yeah,
You do all the dirty things, it's okay. It's
yeah,
okay. And they will give you a bigger platform because they think that criminals have got more followers.
yes,
Do you understand? So
yeah,
they want to encash on that following. Now
yes,
he has got the complete previous CBI, the complete police, and the Maharashtra state and the Maharashtra government, and the Bollywood completely to support him.
yeah,
Who do I have?
yeah,
I have my people. I have people like you, who are willing to hear me and spread my words and my
yeah,
take my voices to millions. I
yeah,
have got my God with me and my truth
yeah,
by my side.
yeah, absolutely.
I am fighting for a child who's gone,
Yeah,
right? Whose life has been taken away.
yeah,
And these guilty people will speak like that. I
yes,
have been I have been so feeling so disgusted in seeing what is happening lately in Bollywood. Ever since,
yes,
in fact, Sushant died, ever
yeah,
since Disha Salian died, my heart is absolutely broken. I really feel very sorry for those who are
in
in
fact,
it.
Yeah, in fact, Rabia ji, I want to tell you something very interesting because you brought on the this thing about paid media. Now, there's one more very interesting factor about Sushant Singh case. What they are doing now, paid media is doing along with the PR and their producers and directors. What they're doing is now they're going to bring out a web series, which is based, they say, inspired from the life of SSR, and it is entitled Hakikat, Suicide, Hakikat Ya Shadyantra, meaning suicide, reality, or conspiracy. And it is scheduled for release on 21st January. Now, the lead actor, Arya Putra, along with the director, Avinash Babankar, and the executive producer, Aditya Garg, hosted the launch event and cleared the air around this web series being a biopic of the late actor Sushant Singh Rajput. He said, it is a fictional web series and a compilation of different stories related to politics, struggling actor, corporate professional, and much more. A season of which will showcase a story of a struggling actor and how nepotism leads him to end his life. But in no way it should be assumed that the web series is based on SSR's death or it is a biopic. Each story will have a unique story. The makers announced that the series might comprise of 6 to 8 episodes and will showcase scenes that the audience might relate to SSR's case. See how they are playing safe, Rabia ji,
Yeah,
implying it was
me,
a suicide and
yeah,
then saying it, they're only taking some bits of SSR's life. How
yeah,
cunning,
yeah.
and it is
Meena ji,
important for people to protest.
yeah, Meena ji, when Jiah passed away, this is exactly what had happened. They
Yeah,
made such obnoxious
yeah.
web
Sorry,
series and short
sorry,
films
Deepti.
and
Yeah, 1 second,
document.
Rabia ji.
There
Yeah,
was
one
no
second.
fact.
Yeah, 1 second, Raveti. We missed Deepti. Deepti, what we were talking about is that they're bringing a web series to show, they're taking some parts of, inspired by SSR's story, and they called it Suicide. 1 second, I'll just tell you that. Hold on. Suicide, Hakikat Ya Shadyantra. Okay, and this is going to be a web series of 6 to 8 episodes, and they're going to say, the first episode is going to talk about how an actor, because of nepotism, struggles and then gives up and commits suicide. Now, how you see, Deepti, how they are using, his life to show
Minaji,
that he's a
Minaji,
weak man. Okay,
this is
and he committed
also
suicide.
no, this is also a part of their strategy. That is to
Yeah,
slowly
yeah,
brainwash people into believing that yes, that might be a suicide because they have better resources at their hands.
yes,
And they tried the similar thing in Sridevi ji's case by a movie by the name of Sridevi Bungalow.
yeah,
Okay, so there is a history to this as well because at that point of time, my case was in the court. So, I mean, we had threatened that since the case is still sub judice, how can anything like similar be made or
yeah,
the name be
yeah,
used? So, later, after that, Boni Kapoor had filed a notice
yeah.
against the makers of the film. But what
Okay,
many people don't know here is that initially the trust which was associated with the film, Boni was one of the sleeping partners in that.
okay,
So are you getting it? These are the
yeah,
people who
Yeah,
orchestrate that and then they play a role to keep up an image. So
yeah,
all this is their PR strategy.
yeah. Rabia ji?
during
Yeah,
during Jia's time, same things were happening. Sumit Pancholi is talking about perception. My perception changed. You tried your level best to change people's perception. They tried level best making him hero. The whole Bollywood's definition of hero is gone. It is gone. I mean, these kind of heroes are heroes. So, what is the definition of a real hero? So,
yeah,
this is they it is again the paid media, paid PR ship. They want to change the perception. They want
yeah,
to
Exactly.
divert, create diversion, and what they do, they make money out of this, and they pay the officers.
yes,
They pay the officers and delay, keep on. अब क्या कर सकते हैं? Delay it, delay it, delay it. Witnesses will die, somebody will die, doctors will die, forensic experts will die, someone or the other will die. Lack of evidence, and they will be. So, but they are not understanding that universe works in a different plan.
yes, yes.
Universe has a different plan, and everything will happen in its own time and according to the plan of the universe, not their plan.
Also, Rabia ji,
Yeah,
irony. The irony is that He came in a movie called Time to Dance with
Yeah,
Katrina Kaif's sister. Not a person watched that movie. He wasn't successful in that. And why do you think people did not watch the movie? Everybody knows the reason. Okay, so
exactly.
this is how the
Exactly.
karma happening. Don't
Yes.
think you can get away with nonsense and think that, see, you keep on making movies and people will continue to watch you.
When
People
Jia,
have
when
small
Jia had,
feelings.
yeah, when Jia had passed away, and you see, Jia and myself used to go for Kathak dancing
Yeah,
regularly, 7:30, 8 o'clock. We used to dress up and go to our Guruji. And she was dancing like she even did Shiv Tandava. Can
yeah,
you imagine? And we were shocked to see her energy. And that time, Sunil Shetty's wife, Mana Shetty, was there, who had brought Athia Shetty over there. Jia used to had a great contribution in Mana's charity, right? So when she passed away, Mana called me. And I said, you know what? The boy is not a hero. He's not any Romeo. He's criminal. I suggest you do not cast your child opposite him because he's cursed.
yeah.
And what happened? And what happened? No,
Also,
these are
Rabia ji,
these are
no,
these are
no,
desperate
no.
signs. These are desperate
Yeah,
signs.
Rabyaji,
Yeah,
see, not only that. See, Sunil Shetty and his whole family is a part of the Being Human group. So whatever you
that
say
I
and
don't
do,
know. Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah,
If you look at
but
everything, see, Sunil
but
Shetty doesn't
so
even look anything.
desperate. So
Yeah,
desperate, and
yeah,
even like you're talking about this last film of Katrina's,
yeah,
the Bollywood know what this boy is all about. He's an accused. At least in Sushant's case, the accused has not been established. There are four
yeah,
accusers, five accusers, but none of them have come out or surfaced, for example,
yeah,
like
yeah,
officially surfaced. This guy has officially been status as accused, right? And look at the state of Bollywood, how they are, and the desperate heroine who want to rub shoulder with a guy who has taken people's life and people's sanity, and like what more can I say? I feel
See,
also
unfortunately,
ashamed.
yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Rabia and
Yes.
Deepti, see, the problem is that, see, you have been, this whole case was being handled by police who were hand in glove with the politicians, the Bollywood, and the underworld. Okay, see, now what is happening in Mumbai, see, it's not shocking. See, there is a notice for, a lookout notice for Paramveer Singh. Where is he
Can you
hiding?
imagine?
Okay, when they went to Arnab's house, they shook his family and his son as though they were notorious criminals. Now where is he hiding? In which cave? Is he hiding in Uddhav Thackeray's
We want
house,
to know.
or is he
Yeah.
hiding in Sharad Pawar's house, or is he in Sonia Gandhi's house, or is he in Pakistan? Okay, so why is he
Yeah.
hiding? If he's
Absolutely.
such a macho man who used to pull out his gun every time, where did he go? And because of him and people like Trimukhe and there's another person, Deshmukh also. See, all these people, because of them, look at the kind of terror they instilled in the
Yes.
city.
Yes.
And
And
so, how
and
could you ever get justice? How could you ever get justice? Is
Yeah,
my
exactly,
Nahi,
question.
exactly. This is exactly what I'm saying, Meenaji, that no one is hearing me, and now CBI has come. We will leave it to the judge to judge. I will say, put my case ahead. Let them also put it is all in judge's credibility
Yeah,
or intellect. Now,
yeah,
I I am, to be very frank, what justice am I asking till now? 8, 9 years, I have been fighting, and I have been saying the same thing repeatedly. And the accused is coming with such inconsistency. One day he's saying this, second day he's saying that. And you know why? And the media, Newton media, is giving him all the support,
yes,
all the support. So obviously, this is the platform, this is the grounding work that they are doing. They are trying to change the perception of the judges, of the authorities, of the CBI, and everyone, even people, that,
yeah,
oh, I am Bechara. And now, if CBI will, for example, come up with some truth which will go against him, they'll say, oh, now CBI, Rabia is very influential, CBI is in Rabia's boat.
yeah,
You understand me? This is what they will do. All this time when CBI was in his boat, he said, police has done investigation, CBI has done investigation. Then why is CBI asking for those two evidences? Why?
Yeah.
Because the crucial weapons have not been handed. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, Dipti.
Yeah. Deepti? Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Deepti?
Another thing I want to tell here is that, can you hear me?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Another thing, Rabia, I want to tell here is that I am slightly, with my limited knowledge of law, I just want to know one thing. I want to know the intention behind the judgment given today to adjourn the case to 21st August for want of fresh hearings, because what the lawyer has asked is nothing more than, I mean, what CBI is asking for is further examining the evidences. If there is nothing to hide, if there is nothing to hide, in order to bring a speedy closure to a case which has been dragging on since 8 9 years, can't the judge come at I can't the judge could have given the judgment the CBI the go ahead to raise the case? Is wrong in that. Why do we need to hear fresh
Yeah.
hearings from both sides? If the case will move forward, if the CBI is
Yeah.
asking for
Yeah.
further examination, and if there is nothing to hide, why not simply go ahead and give the order for that? Why are we wasting time listening for
Yes.
Dipti,
judgments against it?
Yes. Yes.
I
Dipti, Dipti,
Yes,
let me
Rabia
say,
ji.
something. You have to understand that CBI had been asking Mumbai police for evidences, and the evidences were not given. And in between, it was in fact said that that dupatta is lost. So there was between laboratory and police. So CBI was going to the laboratory, then going to the police and finding out where is the dupatta, and then eventually CBI was told, "Oh, we have handed over dupatta to the court." So that is why CBI is asking the court. Now, why CBI is asking after so many years is because please understand that I had prepared a report for CBI through Scarman solicitors over here in London, where four independent panel of solicitors, barristers sat down and made a report. I
Yes.
handed
Yeah.
over that report, and
Mm.
that on that report, the joint director, in fact, questioned the CBI officer that
Yes.
did you file this prematurely,
Yeah.
and where is the evidence?
Yes.
Right? So get hold of the evidence and send it for forensic, because CBI's own report is inconclusive. The
Yeah.
cause of Jia's death has never been established by both the agencies.
Yeah.
So we need to first establish how did the girl die.
Yeah.
You understand me? So this is exactly the High Court had given the order to CBI to find out that
Yes.
what was the cause of Jia's death. Was it a
Yes.
suicide or was it a murder? And if
Yeah.
it is a murder, bring the perpetrator to accountability. What
Yes.
happened? CBI came with great force. That time they showed interest, and after that, that 10 days of investigation, everything went flat. Then there was no will of an officer, in fact, because that very officer told me, what can I do when I'm being told every time and put pressure, do not interrogate him, do not touch him, and we are launching him, and we have put in so much money. So wasn't the duty of the CBI officer to carry on with his investigation than sitting, idle and not doing anything?
Yes. Yes.
You see, uh,
Mm.
they don't see that day and night how much we cry, how much we
Mm.
miss our child,
Yeah.
and they're all her future. They're all, what perception is Suraj Pancholi talking about? Huh? They influence the officers, and they want them to change the perception, and that is exactly what happened by delaying and delaying and delaying. Some
Yeah.
people were saying
Here,
that the case is shut.
yeah. Here, I would like to make an important point, Rabia
Yeah,
ji. See, with regards to Paramveer Singh,
yeah,
okay. See, just like in the Wild West, the lookout notice has gone from Mumbai police for Paramveer Singh. So why don't they write dead or alive as well? Would be the next question. Till now he has 4 extortion cases have been filed against him, and after being removed from the office of Commissioner of Mumbai Police, he was transferred to the office of Director General of Home Guard. In April, just weeks after he was removed from the post of Mumbai CP and responded by leveling allegations of extortion against then Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh, he alleged that cricket bookie Sonu Jalan and his two others wrote to the Maharashtra CM claiming an extortion racket being run by the former Mumbai Police Commissioner. To support the accusation, they placed evidence, including audio tape, CDRs, and other documents on record during the hearing. Now, here, why I mentioned this, Rabya ji, is because this is the same Sonu Jalan who was working with, Arbaz Khan in a betting case. Okay, and he was caught. Both of them were caught. And who was the one who helped him get free? It was Paramveer Singh. Okay.
Yeah, Minaji.
Yeah. So how will you get justice when such things are happening in Mumbai?
Yes, exactly. I'm telling you, I was humiliated in High Court and Sessions Court. I was all the time over there with evidences, with proof, and it is very scary, and it is very sad for me to narrate this, that how I was looked as woman, single woman, coming to the court. It's India, and I don't know, although there are a lot of female lawyers, but when a single woman is fighting for justice, things are not very easy.
Yeah.
It's not very easy. And people like Parambir, officers like that. And in my time, it was Rakesh Maria, and his reputation also suffers. And ACP, DCP, and all 6 officers came to my house to ask me, and I said, I want to know who killed her and how did she have these injuries. Give me a plausible answer for that. And they stood up and they said, we will give you justice, and nothing happened. And I'm still here, Meenaji. So I will always come whenever you will call me, because you have been a support. Me, platforms like yours have been support, and people who are fighting for SSR has been great support to me, as I am also for them. But not that Luton media, that paid media, and that media which everybody reads on Sunday Times or Sunday morning, Times of India and all. They are not for me. They are not for me. They are for him. So that is why he's trying to give a background, a very bold background, sending signals to officer. You understand me? Sending signals already to the masses, where they will manage from behind the door. I don't know how much they will be able to manage again, and they will tell the audiences or the readers and the viewers. See, I told you, we told you. We told you that we were happy that CBI has come, and now, because if it will go with for them, they will say that we already told you, and prove
Now,
me
here,
that I am wrong.
yeah, here, Rabya ji, see, even for example, we take your Jiah Khan's case away. Now we talk about SSR's case. Okay, what was Suraj doing on the day that Sushant Singh died at the gate? Okay, that's the first question. Second question is, why did Sandeep Singh call his mother after he went to the mortuary?
I can't understand this. I can't understand. But this is definitely CBI should look into it and question. And another thing that I want to say, Meenaji, like how CBI in Anil Deshmukh's case is going to High Court and saying that Bombay Police is not cooperating. Right? I am not getting any cooperation, and we are being pressurized. Why did they not go in my case? Is Jiah's death not important to anybody?
Yes.
It's a very sad affair over there. And Bollywood icon, from all the icons, at least one thing they could have said, that the mother is asking, at least listen to her, at least hear her. Kuch
Now,
nahi.
see, yeah, Rabya ji, see, when you talk about Anil Deshmukh, let me just read a small bit about what's happening. Okay. See, also missing is Anil Deshmukh and his son Rishikesh. ED is searching a Nagpur hotel over alleged corruption case against him. Now, Deshmukh is the president of the trust, and his 2 sons, Salil and Rishikesh, are its trustees. The attached assets include a residential flat, of value rupees 1.54 crores at Mumbai's Worli and 25 land parcels of rupees 2.67 crores at Dutum villages in Uran of Maharashtra, Raigad district. The ED has alleged that 4.7 crore has been collected from orchestra bars by dismissed cop Sachin Vaze, allegedly on Deshmukh's instructions, and was transferred to the former minister's Nagpur-based educational trust by his son, who routed it via two Hawala operators and showed it as a donation. Deshmukh is the president of the trust, and his two sons, Salil and Rishikesh, are its trustees. Earlier, the ED had raided Deshmukh's residences in Nagpur and Mumbai. Now, here, see, top people like Deshmukh can do anything and get away with nonsense. Okay, and when questioned or when asked, summoned, they go into hiding, like rats. Whereas a woman with so much of moral value who has been fighting for the last 8 years, in a case that clearly shows that there's something desperately wrong in the case where a woman has been killed,
Yes.
it is
Yes.
very obvious, does not get justice. She has to wait
Meena,
8 years and then again come to the court and do the whole process again.
yes.
It's
Now,
very
okay,
obvious to everyone except the agencies and the judiciary people. It's very
yeah,
clear to everyone.
Yeah.
yeah, and then they have the audacity to say, "Oh, why do I have a lawyer? Why do I have to have?" Yes, of course, when you have agencies like CBI and police, so why should we have to hire a lawyer? We have to hire because you don't do work and you get influenced by the criminals. So obviously, then we have to. So it is such a for me, as I'm telling you, that death of my daughter is overwhelming, but going to the court and fighting for justice is far beyond overwhelming.
See,
It
I
is
think
an it
in the history of Indian, India, there would be no mother like you, Rabia ji, who for so
no,
many
Nirbhaya's
years,
mother also fought.
yes,
Nirbhaya's
yes,
mother,
but
and the whole
but
nation was
she,
standing with
at
her.
least, but at least she was with her husband and her son. Okay,
Yes,
you were fighting
but the
alone.
whole yes, now my two daughters are with me, and my husband is there. But and I have you and people support. But in Nirbhaya, the whole nation stood up because
Yes,
it was so obvious exactly what has happened. Here, they staged it. So when you stage a death, see, Nirbhaya's was not staged. You understand me? And those criminals were poor, so they couldn't, pay officers to keep their mouth shut and all like that. So or look the other way. So that is why, uh, things went according to its course. Though that was also delayed, but 10 years.
there also, Rabia ji,
Yeah,
let me tell you one thing.
yeah.
Okay, there are some things that you do not know. Okay, a brain dead Nirbhaya was flown to Singapore and put in a hospital that was owned by one of their ministers, Congress ministers. Okay, and then when the cremation happened, it was done when nobody was present except a few people, and it was done in complete secrecy. And the family of Nirbhaya were paid a lot of money, one for her brother's education and for a flat and etc. So there is a lot of hanky panky in that as well, Rabia ji. We've been following that place very closely, and there were a lot of people involved in that
But
as well.
what was the interest? But what was the interest for the minister? Was minister's son involved?
Yeah, no, no, there was, see, the people who were the culprits, okay, they had some connection.
Okay.
Okay, the bus that they drove, okay, belonged to
This is this is exactly what happens. You see, these small timers, right, like wannabe actors and all, when they get support of some icons, they become boisterous because they don't know how to balance, right? They become boisterous. In Jia's case also, this guy became boisterous. He already was pretending and acting even in front of me when I met
yes,
him couple of times, like he's the icon. He's Salman Khan, right? I mean, I laughed because uh, he's a kid, same age as Jiah, so obviously same group. So I used to laugh. I said, they need a lot of time to grow. They need a lot of time to grow. That is why when Jiah came into the industry and she was welcome, she became a star. I told her, the first thing I told her, Beta, you have got to humble yourself. You have got to be very, very humble, because this is just a beginning. This is not, the journey has started. So the journey has to start. When you climb mountain, you have got to bend. So you have to be humble, Beta. So she knew about it, and she used to laugh at him for pretending to be, the icon already
See,
without before even.
yeah,
Yeah,
just let me
yeah.
tell you one more thing, okay, about Suraj. Now, recently, he was found near these studios, okay. What was he doing? Some whitewashing is happening, okay. He is actually helping in the COVID situation, okay, trying to guide people. Now, where on earth does he have any information about how to do it, or what? Where is the knowledge? Okay,
Well,
so
that
this
is
is
that is
all his.
again changing perception, but that is again, the groundwork that needs to be done here. Do you understand me? Uh, Form an NGO, transfer that much amount into NGO, and basically his film, because Aditya Pancholi's sister very categorically, and his ex-girlfriend categorically told me that it is father's money.
Yeah,
It is the father's money that is going in building his career,
yeah.
and he will bring his father, everyone, to street, because nothing is happening and nothing will happen.
See, one thing I'm
You
not
understand?
clear, Rabia ji, and one thing I'm not clear, I want some clarification from you is that, see, we saw some videos where uh, Aditya Pancholi was seen in the, the CCTV footage of Jia's, apartments. Now, it seems a very, very shady sort of footage. Okay, he was as though he was really checking it out. Now, was that ever used in the court? What was he doing there? I mean, his son's girlfriend is Jiah. What was he doing there?
Well, the CCTV was not even a part of the charge sheet.
Yeah, yeah.
That CCTV that was released actually was released by us. It
Okay,
is not released by police. And
okay,
how the police had given us, after keeping it for 14 days, then they gave the CCTV back to us. And so
okay.
we copied the footages of whatever was there. Now the thing is that 2 days, 3 days prior, there was nothing on CCTV. So it was on that day, and it was completely tampered. So whatever that we could get, we gave it to CBI, and
Yeah,
we gave
yeah,
it to forensic doctors to have a look at it. That, for the only intention was at that time to show the personality of Jia and
yeah.
her body language,
Yes, yes,
right? That was, and what time, also to see the time log. So we
yes.
were seeing the time log. So when
Yeah,
we were watching the time log, from the comparing to the call logs, what time I called home, what time did Jia call, is it
yeah,
matching to the CCTV?
yeah, yeah,
Because CCTV says that Jia was on the phone at 10:38, for example,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but she was not on the phone.
yeah,
The CCTV shows she's not on the phone,
yeah,
but the
yeah.
call log shows that she was 6 minutes on the phone.
Yes,
So I have walked out at 9:50, and then I make my first phone call to Anju Mendru around 11:20, and CCTV shows that I am entering the gate at 11:23. Minaji, do
okay.
you understand this? So
Somehow, yeah,
11:23, I am at the gate.
yeah,
How will I call Anju Mendru at 11:20? Tell me. So where are the missing links?
yeah, yeah,
So this CBI admitted, when I raised this point in High Court, CBI
yeah.
admitted, yes, there is a difference of 1.5 to no, there's not a difference of 1.5 minute. There is a difference of good 6, 7 minutes.
Yes, yes,
So where has those 6, 7 minutes disappeared?
yes, yes.
So CBI did not get the CCTV.
Yeah, yeah,
CBI did not. We showed CBI when the IO showed us the first time CCTV by telling us that they saw there was a bouquet. I said there was no bouquet in the house. Said no, we saw on CCTV. That's the time I came to know about CCTV. So that at that time she was showing us only bits and pieces. She didn't
Yeah.
show that Aditya Pancholi had come. She didn't show us. We saw on CCTV and we raised the question, what, why is he not coming up? When Anju Mehendu and Munu are running up to the apartment, why is he not running and why is he on the phone? Who is he calling? So why did police did not give us the call logs of Aditya Pancholi?
Yeah.
Why his call logs are not part of the charge sheet?
Yes.
You understand me? Because
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we will know who he was calling. Through
Yeah.
RTI, we came to know that he was already talking to the IO before even police arrived. So it was him who said it is a suicide, and the police, before even coming to the house, declared that it is the case of suicide.
So here again, Rabya ji and Deepthi, see, when you're already in a corrupt system, which is wiping out your evidence and distorting everything, you know, what sort of justice can you get, Deepthi?
Yeah.
What sort of justice can you get? Because see,
No,
even before
these
you can even discover things, things are
these
already being
officers,
tampered with.
yeah, yeah,
I will
these
tell you. I
officers
will tell
should
you
be
here.
accountable.
Yeah.
I will.
Yes,
I will
Deepthi?
tell you here, Meenaji.
Uh,
Here, unfortunately, the criminals are being protected by the agencies, by the people, by the lawmakers, by the judiciary itself. Unfortunately,
yes.
in Srideviji's case, also the same thing happened. The same things have happened. Okay, here the government and the agencies are playing ostrich. They are
Yes.
not answering the people. They are maintaining a total silence. Okay, and they are letting people confuse. They are letting some people, some vested interests, use their IT cell and PR to confuse the people, to keep the people
Yes.
confused, so that
Yeah.
they don't get united for a cause, and they don't start protesting against it, which they cannot handle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so in that scenario, yes, I to ask a question: where will any person go
Yeah.
if they have to seek justice?
Well,
If it is
you
the
know,
agency people who are tampering the evidences, who are sabotaging the cases, if it's the judiciary and the judges, I seriously don't understand. Uh, I mean, the delay behind, I mean, or the need to hear to fresh hearings to consider the plea for re-examining on further examination of evidences. That is a basic thing, right? Why should
Dipti, let me,
anyone have
Dipti, let me,
objections to it?
Yeah.
yeah, Dipti, let me
Yes,
say
Rabia
something.
ji. Yeah. Yeah.
What is happening? What I have observed, even from hit and run case from that time, that you manage the authorities from behind, and on the front ground, let's start preparing that we are very charitable, we raise and have NGOs, that so many people are in your favor, so many people are there for support, so many people are crying that please spare him, and don't send him behind bars and don't do this. So this is all the groundwork, and the from background and the foreground is being prepared. You can imagine how much money must being poured into this groundwork. Yeah, how much management is being done, how much people are, authorities are being influenced by Bollywood. So all these NGOs, then they will gather
Here,
together
here,
and they
yeah.
will protest. They
Here,
will
let me tell you
protest.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me tell you something without naming anybody. See, apparently in the SSR case, there was a lady involved in an NGO who had a minor who was gang raped. And this is what Disha saw, and this is what was reported to SSR. Now, you will be surprised that this very lady, in some of her recent tweets, has asked for help from the police and everybody to rescue a minor girl who has been gang raped and is busy giving advice on how to do it. Now, this is exactly what Rabia ji you said. They have a front and they have a back. In the
Yes.
back, they do everything that is illegal,
Yes.
and in front, they act as though they are everybody's best buddies.
Yes, not buddies, but they are, they are real humanitarian. You understand me?
Yes.
they are humanitarian, they are spotless, they are clean. It is the victim who is gone and us who are the criminal. And to a great extent, whenever I went to the court and whenever I questioned the authorities, I was looked as criminal. I
Yes.
was looked as, they intimidated me.
Yeah.
They were trying to say, things to me, accuse me for many, many things.
Yeah.
You understand me? I took it to my stride. I will take it to my stride, but I will stand like a rock and speak the truth and stand with the truth.
Yeah.
I don't
You
care
remember?
because
Yeah.
they may evolve themselves. They may become say they can become saint or whatever. Fine, you can be whatever you want to be, but you come up and take the responsibility of the act, heinous crime that you have committed.
Yeah. You remember, Deepti?
Yes,
See, in the case of SSR, he had a lot of information that he wanted to tell the police. And you remember, he narrated
Exactly.
that when he went there, he was beaten, and
yeah.
manhandled.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, which police does he
Exactly.
go to?
Exactly.
Which police? Mumbai police doesn't help. Then where does he go?
The family
In fact,
was
he says
asking
that
for
he also
security.
met.
Yeah.
In fact, he
Yes.
also told that he had met CP Paramveer Singh 4 times, and he had
Yes.
shared his revelations with him. And
Yeah.
whatever revelations he shared with Paramveer Singh, that came out from Surat's mouth.
Yeah. See how the nexus works.
I just don't know what to say to the authorities. I mean, it is very sad to know that they are not doing their job. It is very sad to see how criminals are given platform as heroes. And it is very sad, that women like us, victims like us, we go for asking for justice in the temple of justice and we are just humiliated.
Yeah. So let
So
me just
I
ask you,
don't,
ladies,
yeah.
yeah, ladies, a question. See, if it is so easy for people like Paramveer Singh and Deshmukh, who are holding such high positions, to disappear, and is it so easy for the NIA or the federal agencies to not find them out? Can't they find the relevant people and ensure that information is given to them? Is it so difficult to find these people and locate them?
Minaji, when Antalya case, you remember how
Yes,
they found out from CCTV, from the street, like from Surat Pancholi's house to my house, there are 14 CCTV on the street,
yes,
right? None of, forget about my building CCTV. There are 14 CCTV. There is ISKCON temple over there. There are
yeah,
four CCTVs on ISKCON on the street, on the main street, from his house to my house. And it
yeah,
takes literally 1 minute 58 seconds from my house to his house by rickshaw.
yeah,
By rickshaw. So you can imagine that in Antalya case, how quickly they managed to get every information who was seen last where,
yeah,
right? You think they
From
cannot?
inside the river.
Of course,
They could
yes.
get the drives from inside the river.
Yeah, I
yes,
imagine. And which river everything has been dropped into, when it was dropped into, everything they have it. It is who now, which officer or who Parambir must have paid or influenced to get out or hide or what. So definitely somebody is there, somebody
yeah,
very prominent is there to help him,
yeah,
to go into hiding.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, which means that in this kind of a environment, how will you get justice? How will you get justice?
Exactly.
Because
Until
8 years,
unless
8 years you're
Meenaji,
beating your head.
until unless every citizen will not take it that this is happening to them and come
Yeah,
out in that movement, I
yeah,
doubt very much that the authorities will wake up. They're already preparing NGOs, right? So much money to the NGOs because what had happened, I had taken a procession out for justice. The police called me and said, "What photograph are you putting?" No, 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 no. I was showing them injury key, right, on the board. They said, "No, no, no. Can you please change this? We don't want you to have this. We want a nice picture of Jiah." So I said, "Okay, fine, no problem." But no, you can walk up to here, you cannot walk up to there. So many problems. One NGO asked me that they are ready to help me and for an X amount of money, and they will send their whole bunch of people.
brigade.
So I
Hmm.
said, okay, fine, brilliant idea. It will add. I gave the money. MLA, the Bandra MLA calls and says, no, you're not going to go, and nobody is going to go. That lady gave me 50% back the money and said, sorry, madam, we have been already told, and told me, I feel very sorry. I am there at your support, but we have been called by the MLA and told not to attend the procession. So still, I took the procession out. People from the road joined me. You can see that procession on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can imagine that if this can happen to me, in his case, they are already preparing NGO so that people can go, and the great rush that he's such a hero, such a glorified person that the whole India is at his support. What happened with a hit and run? Same
Yeah.
thing. They are trying to follow the same pattern.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? Same pattern.
See here,
So
also, yeah, also, Rabya ji, see, even in the case of Deepthi and myself, we are also under a lot of attack, but we'll make sure that whatever has to come out will come out. I mean, nobody can really stop you from bringing out the truth. So
in
there are
my
many ways, yeah, there are many ways to stop us, but that can't happen.
in my thing, Meena ji, I will always ask. I will ask the judge also when.
Yeah,
So I am a witness, right? The first witness. I will be called by the court,
yeah,
and I will go over there. I do not show my presence right now when the trial is coming, because I don't want anybody to feel intimidated.
yeah,
So, it is, I am looking from the background and I am seeing my people are there. I am still assisting the CBI prosecutor if he takes my assistance, as the High Court has permitted me. But what I'm trying to say, Meenaji, I will keep on asking till I don't get the rightful answer, that how did, this is exactly what I asked the first ACP, DCP who came to my house, that how did these injuries come on Jiah?
yeah, yeah,
Give me one plausible answer, that she is standing on the bed, there is a bed below her, she will be standing on the bed. How can one hang by standing on the bed?
yeah.
Exactly like how Sushant's case.
See,
So,
Rabyaji,
yes.
one of the viewers wanted to ask you a question as to couldn't you select CBI, in another state, for the hearings?
Look, I don't have a reason right now, because the trial has not started,
Yeah,
and I cannot pinpoint and come up with a preconceived
yeah,
idea that CBI is not doing the job. Nothing. There is no reason for me to shift. I will boldly stand, whether there is a government pressure or whether there is anybody's pressure, as long as the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji hears my voice and gives me that support. Yeah,
yeah.
do you understand me? I think I'm not going to move. If I will have to move, I will go to Prime Minister and
Prime
request
Minister,
him
yeah,
that, please take my case from here to there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Deepti ji,
We are waiting for you to come, Rabia ji. Actually, we too want to meet. We also want to meet Prime Minister ji.
Yeah.
We have
Yes.
made a small delegation ready, just waiting for you to come. And
Yeah.
yes, because we need
I
answers. I mean, people have to
Yes.
hear us. The authority has to
Yes.
hear us. This is a major
Yes.
problem people are
I'm
facing.
and
telling
it's
you,
also, yeah, and
Meenaji,
it's also, yeah,
ever since I took the Scarman's report to the headquarters of the CBI,
yeah,
which was prepared by me, I said, I have done your job.
mm,
And your officer, who was also present over there, your
yeah,
officer has not done his job.
yes,
Do you understand me? And he understood. Since then, CBI has made a move by asking the evidence.
yeah.
Since then,
Also, yeah, also
yeah,
very important is the point that you made that Jiah was in a very good mood
yeah,
before all this happened. So she was not in a
yeah.
suicidal mood.
Even
Okay.
CBI has established that in the charge sheet, that she had signed film, she was ready to go on Thursday, she had a ticket booked, everything, she was talking, she had no
So what
time
is
to
this
write.
bullshit? What is this bullshit that they're trying to
Yeah.
weave?
This is the media that they have, the paid media,
Yeah,
that speaks in favor of. you know.
Yes.
They have to buy some people to be on their side. They have to buy some NGOs to support them, you know, to create
Yes.
that crowd so that
Yeah.
even the Prime Minister and Home Minister will see, oh my God, so many people have to support. So,
Yeah.
you know, and I am here alone. Never mind. I
Yeah.
have got the entire universe with me.
Yeah. See, no,
Yes.
Rabya ji, remember, see, Modi ji has been the target of paid media. There has been a very aggressive move to malign him. Okay, and there are many people, many unbiased media, which is supporting and proving that these are everything from toolkit to everything else. Okay, so there is a force that is doing that as well. So when you speak the truth and you tell your side of the story, there is a prime minister who's listening. He knows
Meenaji,
it.
I have to tell you, the time Jiah passed away, there was Congress party.
Yeah, yeah,
I had written to the secretary of Sonia Gandhi ji. I had even met her, and she was representing one NGO in Mumbai. I attended that conference. I went, and at that time there were almost like 100 women over there, and from various little villages, and not only villages, but like little lanes of Bombay car here and there. So I showed them Gia's pictures. I showed them the truth. They all were on my side. They all agreed to and they understood the truth. They wanted to support me, but then when the time came to support, they were told not to be by my support, not to be
Now
with
there's
me.
yeah. Now there's
Yeah,
one point, important point that I'd like to share with you, Rabia ji and the Deepti.
yeah.
See, some days back, and very important source, okay, and from someone very important, called me and said that, don't worry, we will get justice for SSR and Jiah. Okay, so I have both. Okay, so this is something. I mean, I can't quote the source, but this is what I received, and I
Well,
100% believe in it.
yeah, I have to, if there was no hope and there was no faith in universal justice system, I would have given up long time back.
Yeah, yeah,
I had been actually, there were many times where I remember even outside Supreme Court, outside High Court, I had been crying and broken into pieces, and my faith in justice system was shaken. But then again, my faith in God and in time. You see, time and time beyond time is what I believe in. And I said, no, I will not give up. I will not give up. And also, at that time, the lawyers who were with me, they were quite supportive. But sooner or later, I saw even they were losing that interest. So they were also being influenced, or what, I don't know. So I had to
Pressure and
change my
style. Yes.
entire team of lawyers. Now I have got a new team, and now this case is with CBI, and the trial will start, and I will go with full
yeah,
energy of God and courage of God, and I will
yeah,
face it.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Deepti,
And
would you
as
like to
long
say
as you
something?
people are there,
We are with you, 100%.
yeah,
We are with you.
We are
Yeah,
always there. We are always there.
yeah. So,
yeah.
Deepti, would you like to conclude something as we close this session?
No, just I would like to say that yes, this is a serious issue because
Yeah,
recently a report came out that roughly close to 4 crore cases are pending in all the
yeah,
courts in India, and if at the rate with at which the judiciary is functioning right now, if it continues, then it will take another 324 years for all the cases to
yeah,
the pendency to come down.
yeah,
Okay,
So
so
Minaji,
this
let's
is the
hope.
sorry state of affairs.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Rabi, yeah,
So Minaji, let's hope and pray
yeah,
that the justice, that CBI get God's guidance and light
yeah,
to look
yeah,
at the truth in the right manner, in
yes, yes,
God's truth and God's
yeah,
light,
yeah,
and that judge is not influenced, and that
yeah,
judge also is given all the evidences
yeah,
so that he can he can make his own judgment, and with God's guidance, give the due justice that is overdue to Jiah and to Sushant and Disha Salian. This is my prayer, and I wish. I don't have an NGO. I don't run an NGO, and I don't have anything. But I am sure, that people with conscious mind, people who can see truth in God's light, will stand by us.
Yeah. See, Rabya
Yes.
ji, see, the judiciary will be forced to listen because the public, you're talking about Indians from all over the world, are with
Yes.
you. Okay. Now they
Thank
are
you
with
so
you.
much. Thank
Yeah,
you
they
so
are
much.
with you because they understand the truth. Now,
So,
they cannot be bought. Okay. So this is the system that is going to help you.
inshallah, I am now planning to come to India because now I know that it is gone amber. So I will have 2 weeks of quarantine, but probably, soon it will be green. And so,
We'll
I
meet
will be
you.
there,
We will
and I
meet
will come
you.
and see you. Sure,
We
sure.
will
Yeah, we'll
meet
bring
you.
you all
We
for
will
your
meet you.
family
We
and
will
all.
meet you,
We will.
Rabya ji. All of us
Sure, sure.
will go together
I'm
to
looking forward
Modi
to
ji
see
and
you.
will, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure,
I'm
sure,
looking
sure,
forward
Rabya ji.
also.
Definitely.
So thank you,
Definitely.
Meenaji. Thank you for
Yeah.
calling me.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you so
inviting me.
much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Deepthi, for your support.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Deepti.
much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Rabya ji.
Good
Thank
night.
you so
Bye.
much for
Good
being
night to
such
you.
an inspiration.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, Minaji. Good night.
Bye. Bye, Deepti.